Here's a video on how to use Google Sheets data, clean it up, and transfer it to another link to create a two-way frequency table. So this is from our Skills for Descriptive Stats sheets. This is spring 2024 for future me. Hello, future you. And I have a link for two-way frequency table creator. You have to make sure you have at least, in your final frequency table, have at least 2 rows and 2 columns. Otherwise, it's just a frequency table for one piece of information. So I want to compare at least 2 to 2 different things. So I have at least 4 intersections. And I want to show you how you can use sorting and subsorting or extra sorting on other columns in Google Sheets to help count before you take it to the other site. Okay. And on this sheet, just reminders, think about 2 things you think have a relationship to each other or you're curious about, yeah? So you're going to copy and paste the 2 columns into a new tab on Google Sheets. You want to play around with it so you don't screw up the original data. Yeah, you don't want to delete rows that you might need for other activities. You need to pre-count. You need to count things before you take it to the extra site. And we think about the two-way frequency table is going to look like that hospital example, the hospital and the surgeons, nurses, and anesthesiologists for that sheet. Okay, so I've made some fake data. And it's going to have extra columns you don't care about. But let's say I'm interested in, I wonder what the frequency is comparing ages to pets. Yeah, so I'm going to copy those 2 columns. And let me just get rid of, I'm just going to get rid of this other thing, that whatever it is, I don't care about it later. Don't screw up this original data. So add another sheet and paste it. Again, I'm not interested in the other, so I right-click over here and just delete this column. Okay, so one of the things you have to do is clean up your data. Yeah, you need to have information that makes sense in each column. So I noticed that I have 12 pets. That doesn't make sense in this context. I think the question was maybe like, what kind of animals do you have? Yeah, so I delete that row. I have to delete the whole row. Otherwise, the data's nonsense. B, over here I have B, so that doesn't make sense. So I'm going to delete that whole row. 60 years, that seems like a valid answer, but we have to clean up the years. No, that's nonsense data. Clean it up, delete it. And I have a blank here. Yeah, so then I'm just going to right-click and delete that row. Okay, so this is for the two-way frequency table. I have to do a count of how things match up, and I have to decide how I want to break up my frequency table. Like, am I interested in every single answer here? Maybe that's not going to be feasible, right? Maybe it's just too many rows or columns. So pick a subset. So maybe, and you can do a little side table up here. Maybe I'm interested in cats, dogs, oops, not dots, dogs. And for the purpose of us, let's just do other. Yeah, and you can maybe change it later. And I have to look at my ages. Well, you know, I can't get a good sense of how to break this up. So here's where you can use sorting. Okay, so I'm going to highlight these 2. You can do the whole column, I think, but I'm just going to highlight from row 1 to row 18. You go to Tools. Well, poopy pants. You go to Data, I'm sorry. And you want to do Sort Range because you want advanced stuff. So you can do Sort Range, Advanced Range Sorting Options. I have a header row. I don't want that to be mixed in. So if you have a header row, click that. I want to sort by age first, but then I want to sub-sort by pets. Okay, so then if I sort this way and see what comes up here. So notice the pairs stay together, and I've organized it by the age going up chronologically, and then the pets within each range of age. So then think of how you need some columns for age, some rows for age here. So I have from 2 to 72. This is something you're going to have to take time with, but maybe I do from 0 to 24. Again, you pick something that makes sense, that you've covered all possibilities. 25 to 49 and 50 to 75. Yeah. Again, that's something you're going to have to take time with. But I've equally spaced these. Like there's 24 in each. Yeah. I guess that should be from 50 to 74. Yeah. So again, rethink things. And then I have to count. Well, you know, maybe if you have 100 pieces of data, you don't want to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A thing that might help, I don't know, you decide what's best for you. But I'm going to color code these. So maybe, nope, that's icky. The background. So maybe make the background orange, and then 25 to 49, make it a different color, just so I can visually see what I'm doing here, and counting is easier for me. And 60, I don't know, pick a different color, pink, yeah, boop. Okay, now I have to count the intersection. How many people from 0 to 24 have cats, have dogs, whatever. Maybe it's easy to count here. Like in the first one, it's easy to count, but maybe in the next one, we'll do something different. So from 2 to 24, so this is my orange range, yeah? Ooh, maybe I can be all like teacherly. So let's say that's the orange range. You don't have to do this thing here. But how many cats are in this? I have 2 people that said cats, so I put a 2 there. I have 0 people that had dogs. And then I see I made a mistake. There's actually 3 people that have cats, 0 people that have dogs, and then the birds, since in this particular instance I didn't use it, so I have other. So notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I better have 4 that add up there, right? So you can double check yourself. Okay, now the second one, I could count, but let's say it's something that I don't want to go and count and make a mistake with, yeah? So maybe you can copy this and make a sub thing over here, yeah? And what did I want to say? Like notice there's other and other here, but then there's an other down here, and maybe you have so many lines. Here I don't. I could count how it is, but maybe I don't want to. Right now, in this part of my thing, I don't care about this age, so maybe I just want to sort this one to make it easier to count for me, yeah? So I'm going to copy it just to separate it so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to separate it here. I don't care about this data. I want this data, so I want to sort this. Maybe it helps me have maybe less errors. So sort range, sort advanced sorting range options, column H, and then I'm going to sort. Yeah. And notice now, bird, bird, cats, cats together, dogs, other snakes. So cats, I have 2. Dogs, I had 1. And then at this point, I can see how many I have left over, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, so this should add up, this adds up to 9, and I better double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I did that correctly. And let's just speed this up here. Too late. 1 cat, 0 dogs, and 3 other. Okay, so this is the data that I'm going to use for my histogram. Okay, so then when I go to my two-way table analysis from that link, the nice thing is I have actually had 3 rows here, yeah, so you can play around with that. And I actually had 3 columns, whoops. And then you're going to update, and notice it plays around with it. And so I have to put labels here, 0 to 24, 25 to 49, 50 to 74. And then I had cats, dogs, other, and then you're literally going to type in your whatever. Can I copy and paste? That would be nice. Let's see, 103. I don't know if you can, but it's always good to try. Paste. Nope. Undo. So I think, what was it, 103? 103 for the last one. 103. And then for the second one was 216. And for the top row was 301. And notice it creates the rest of it for you. So I don't know, analyze, let's see. blah, blah, blah. It calculates, it does things for you, so you can copy and paste that. And when you scan down, maybe you're interested in some of this other stuff. Chi-squared's interesting. I don't know if we'll have time to get to it this year, but there it is.